The following is for 2011 Math 112 Test 3. In this video, I will do number 14 and number 15. Number 14, convert 47 31/40s to decimal. 37 31/40s to decimal. Now notice that because the whole number 37, I will keep that. That will be 37 point something. Okay. Now, what's the decimal part? We can obtain that from dividing 31 by 40, right? And this will be how many times? 7 times. For 280, 30 comes down. Now this will be 7 times again. So 280 now. 20 comes down with extra 0, that's 5. Okay, in other words, 37 31/40 will be 37.775. Okay, now then how to convert this 37 31/40 to percent? Okay, of course you can multiply these mixed numbers by 100%, but instead of doing so, let's do it this way. I will convert these. I will use the one I have from part A, the decimal, and then once it is in decimal, I will convert these to percent, which is then multiplying by 100%. And multiplying by 100%, I hope you remember, we can move the decimal point opposite directions. Okay, and that will be 3777.5%. Okay, now that's for number 14. Number 15, convert 43 7/11% to fraction. 43 7/11%. I will convert this to fraction. This will be 43 7/11 big over 100, and then let me make it in proper fraction there. Let's see, 43 times 11 will be 43 here, 43 here, that's 473, right? So on the top that would be 480/11 big over 100. Now then here I will use LCD method. Multiply the top and the bottom by 11. I get 480/1100. Okay, now notice that at least I can kill the zeros there. If I put the top and the bottom by 10, I get 48/110, which we can reduce a bit further by 2. We get 24/55. That's the fraction. Okay, now how to convert that to decimal? There are two ways. to convert that to decimal. First thing we can do is we use the fraction that we already have in part A, 24/55, and then I continue dividing that. 24 divided by 55, that will be 0 point. Now before I go on, let's have some intuition here. Notice that this is 43 something percent, right? So if I make it decimal, it will be 0.43 something. Okay, now I hope that becomes a hint that if I have 4 here, that will be 220. Okay, and then when I subtract, that will be 3 here, 165. Okay, and then when I subtract, that's 350. How many times is that? That's 6 times for 330. When I subtract, I get 20. Oh, that's a repeat here, right? So we are repeating the 36. That is 0.436 repeating the 36. Okay, now that's one way though. That's one way. Another way that you can think of is the following. We start from 43 7/11%. Now another thing that I can do is to change this 7/11 into decimal, and you will see that is 43.63 bar percent. Now you can try it yourself. It's 7 divided by 11. Okay, you will get that kind of decimal. Now then from here we see, okay, 43.63 bar big over 100. I move the decimal point twice to the left. Okay, now then you will get 0.4363 bar here. But notice that this is just the same to 0.436 bar. Okay, if you are repeating the 6363 here, it's the same to repeat 36336 there. Okay, so you have this way or you have this way. You have two ways to do that. Okay, you have two ways to do that. Now this is for fall 2011 Math 112 Test 3 number 14 and number 15.